The digital Dragons Accelerator and Incubator are development programs provided by the Krakow Technology Park. They are dedicated to young game studios preparing to attract investors and publishers. By participating, you can gain unique knowledge and contacts that will allow you to develop your game project further. Over the past few months, the Digital Dragons Accelerator and Incubator experts supported the founders of Polish game dev studios and foreign studios which decided to move their businesses to Poland. Meet some of the program participants and check out their game projects. For HA Games, Bruma is a 2D Metroidvania where you play as Luna, a cat that must explore an abandoned city, searching the memories of its old human friend that got lost. Luna can play inside the memories she finds throughout the city, solving puzzles to transform some areas to their past form, where Luna can interact as a kitten with the characters of the memory, and also use platforms from the past to get to places she couldn't reach before. To travel through the city, Luna must use her stealth abilities to infiltrate areas controlled by clans of other stray animals. Looting the treasures they hide to trade with other friendly animals, gaining new equipment and/or clues about the places where the memories of humans are waiting to be discovered. Fabulous World Studio, Astral Haze. Astral Haze is a mobile puzzle RPG in a fantasy setting. With action and rogue-like elements, by lighting the soul lanterns, the player gradually disperses the astral haze to reach the end of the island and save it from collapsing. To activate the lanterns, the player must fulfill different requests, such as bringing the right amount of astral dust, an item, or simply defeating a certain creature. After choosing such a creature on the map and studying its parameters in detail, the player can start the battle. Battles take place in a separate scene. The player attacks the creatures by creating combinations of different types of runes on the field using the Match 2 mechanics. The player can use special skills and spells. Creatures in turn also attack the player, but only at certain intervals, according to their skills and weapons. The battle ends when one of the opponents loses all health points. After winning the battle, the player can receive resources and items. Act 0. Ticket to Europe. Ticket to Europe is a socially engaged and existential text-based RPG about a young journalist looking for his big break by uncovering the plights of refugees traveling from Africa to Europe. The 300,000-word script with thousands of dialogue choices, branching narratives, and different epilogues is inspired by true stories of refugees. The devs actually visited a refugee camp, interviewed dozens of refugees, and made their stories the foundation of the game. There are almost 100 hand-drawn illustrations and 90 minutes of original soundtrack in Ticket to Europe. A single playthrough takes about 10 hours to beat, but there are over 30 hours of content in total, which gives a lot of room for experimentation and exploring various paths. Beta 2 Games, Mythos Chronicles. Beta 2 Games is a Brazilian game studio that has been developing games since 2014. It all started with 2 friends and a dream, and now there are over 10 people working together in a great environment that values creativity. Mythos Chronicles is a horror adventure set in H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos. During the gameplay, you follow CIX and Edgar in separate timelines. In a world that is crumbling due to a mysterious cosmic menace, together they must solve puzzles, face creatures, and unveil mysteries as they feel their sanity running through their fingers. Home-based studio, My Pocket Blacksmith. Show us your sense of rhythm. Tap, swipe, and keep up with the melody to create any fantasy item and weapon you can think of. Try your skill in combo mode. Play perfectly for score multipliers. Earn more points and compare your score with your friends. But be careful with the obstacles blocking the view. Use metal to forge items and receive gold and rewards. Then spend gold to unlock new items. Wait for metal bars to regenerate. Taking a break? No need. You can also buy bars or win them in quests to forge faster. Craft 10 unique items of the world to unlock an exam. Pass it to discover a unique world. Great job! Are you excited? You can start the next adventure now and conquer the new world.
Estudio Mauve, Talara. Talara is an authentic tale of Latin women developed by Latin women, and it takes the player to the beautiful landscapes of Argentina's Patagonia. It follows Talara, a woman who embarks on a journey to her childhood home, during which she'll face many memories that weigh heavy on her soul and heal old wounds. It is a narrative, 3D, first-person game planned to be released on PC. Talara offers a new perspective and a voice that is not too commonly found on today's market. The protagonist and her surroundings are strongly rooted in Argentine folklore, and the way the audio and visual storytelling is intertwined with the game's mechanics allows a seamless and introspective experience.
Team Cognition. Cognition Method. Cognition Method is a story-driven horror puzzle inspired by 2001: A Space Odyssey and Solaris, where the main hero faces the incognizable mysterious objects and investigates what happened to the crew of the abandoned spaceship. The game takes place in a surrealistic world. Neo-brutalist architecture, Scandinavian landscapes, and dreamlike states collide within a retro-futuristic spaceship. Team Cognition replicate the meditative mood of Solaris and retro-futuristic sci-fi movies. To make the journey special, the game needed a mechanic that would force the player to change their usual way of thinking and give them a whole new life experience. Said mechanic is built around changing gravity and space warping, erasing the difference between floor, walls, and ceiling, something evolution didn't prepare us for. This clearly shows to what extent our thinking depends on the conditions of the world we live in. Cognition Method allows us to go beyond these limits.
BCS Studio, Revenant Souls. Revenant Souls is a challenging 2D exploration survival game with a deep non-linear story of witchcraft, revenge, and redemption. The game also has an asynchronous online feature in which players help each other in an indirect way by sharing resources. The game brings together the dark world of Blasphemous and the survival mechanics of Metal Gear Solid 3 with a resurrection system requiring sacrifices. If you want to explore vast lands with bizarre creatures and challenging boss fights, this game is for you. Revenant Souls takes place in a land of witchery, secrets, and forgotten lore, where you can craft your own gear, treat your wounds, and make friends with the creatures of the forest. A world where you can come back from the dead by paying a high price or start all over again from scratch.
Touche Games. Mirror Escape. Mirror Escape is a mobile 2D puzzle game set in a fantasy world. The player is a young wizard trapped in a magic prison filled with mirrors where only light can travel. The player must rearrange the mirrors to create a path leading to the exit. He must also collect enough crystals placed along the way to unlock the exit. A large number of simple mechanics, such as moving mirror tiles or portals, are gradually introduced to make it impossible to get bored while playing the game. Because it offers more and more complicated challenges, the game doesn't punish you for failure. It allows you to find the perfect route by trial and error.
Fancy Coconut Games.
Motorwave. Ride towards the sunset collecting valuable coins, different motorcycles and audio tracks. Customize your background, motorcycle, and even the level itself. Fancy Coconut Games consider themselves a team with a mission they describe like this. Do you remember when you had that perfect moment to have a quick run in your favorite game, but an ad ran instead? We believe everyone's time is worth more than ads. We are tired of sitting in the main menu and setting 50 parameters between games. And we are tired of notifications about upcoming events. We want to deliver two-click entertainment as a whole gameplay flow, all in a pleasant synthwave audio-visual setting.
Hamster King Studio, Animalies. Animalies by Hamster King Studio is a tale of broken friendships, deception, and murder. Surrounded by strangers in a mysterious resort and robbed of your memories, you need to use your detective skills to deduct who can be trusted and who is a threat among a group of perfect strangers. It is an exciting mix of a visual novel and a point-and-click adventure game. By gathering clues, talking to a wide range of animal characters, and forming conclusions, you advance the story and make life-saving calls. Retrieve lost memories of your new friends, talk with them, and form bonds to uncover their true identities. Use your instinct to distinguish friends from enemies and reveal the terrifying truth behind your presence in the resort. Animalies is an immersive, narrative-driven experience with engaging detective mechanics and a genre-bending plot full of twists.
Lappi Soft, Wild Dose. Wild Dose is a psychological horror game with role-play elements. Set in a world where virtual drugs are used to escape from reality. In this narrative-focused experience, players will explore digital universes, complete missions to buy their next dose, build strong relationships with their AI, and learn to survive with the mysterious creator of Wild Dose. The world of Wild Dose will react to players' actions. While starting to confuse real and virtual worlds, the player will have to make choices and support factions and/or characters that will affect the divided society they are trying to escape from. If you are interested in participating in future editions of the Digital Dragons Accelerator and Incubator, and if you see opportunities for cooperation, please contact us. The Digital Dragons team at the Krakow Technology Park has created a comprehensive ecosystem for the games industry where everyone can find excellent opportunities for their projects. For more information, find Digital Dragons profiles on social media.